Hello guys, and thank you for watching this video lecture. Today I'm going to talk about CSV files. CSV, comma separated value files, are simple and lightweight plain text files that we use them to store and exchange tabular data. And in here, each line represents a row and columns are separated by a delimiter like comma. CSV files are widely adopted due to their compatibility with various applications, including spreadsheets like Excel, databases, and programming languages such as Python. CSV files have a straightforward structure, and this feature makes them ideal for data transfer and analysis, though they lack advanced features like data typing or formatting found in more complex formats like JSON or XML. In Python, CSV files can be efficiently handled using the built-in CSV module for basic operations, or you can use Pandas library for advanced data manipulation, and such features make them a versatile choice for data processing tasks. This tutorial helps you to work with CSV files in Python. We will cover the basics, reading and writing CSV files, saving them, downloading directly from URLs, and additional useful techniques. So if you are coding Python on your local computer, you may not need to write this code that I'm going to type now. But if you are using Colab, because our files are directly stored on Google Drive, so we have to go from google.colab, import drive. We need to mount our drive, mount, and in here, content drive. And it asks for permission. Just you select your username, continue, and continue. Then also here we can change our directory. To do that, we will import os.chdr, and we go to this directory, content, drive, my drive, Colab, notebooks, right? Then in here, I can search what do I have in this drive. So here you can see that I don't have any CSV file. Now I'm going to create one CSV file here. So simply I go to Excel, ID, name, and department. Then, for example, CS001, CS002, CS003, CS0, CS004, and CS005. Name, for example, John, Lee, Ahmed, Guy, and Maxim. And department, all are CSE. Okay. Now I need to save it as a CSV file. So go to File, then Save As, then Browse. And for example, I go to my E, and here I will select a name for it, student underscore data. Then here I will select CSV, comma delimited, and I will save it here. Then once I created this file, I need to go to my Google Drive, and I need to drag and drop the file here. So you can see here, student data.csv file is here. Next, I can work with this file, import CSV, then with open student underscore data CSV, and I will go for mode of R. It means reading permission as file. Then I will create a CSV reader object. So I can write, for example, csv.reader is equal to csv.reader, and I will pass the file. This should be open. I should skip the header. If you remember, the first line was header. So I can write header is equal to next CSV reader. And then I can print the header like print if header is the header. And also I can iterate through each row and print it, right? So for row in CSV reader, then print row, right? Okay, you can see here, header, ID, name, department, data are printed here. The CSV files may use different encoding, like UTF-8 or Latin 1. So if you want to go for some specific encoding, in here you can add encoding is equal to, for example, Latin 1, right? Or any encoding that you want. Also, I can go for Pandas. Pandas library simplifies reading CSV files into data frames, which is ideal for data analysis. Later, I will have a separate lecture about Pandas. They are very useful. Just for introduction, so import Pandas as PD, and then here I will define a data frame. Data frame name is df, then pd.read csv and student.csv. So if I print my data frame, then you can see here all data are here, right? You can also down here to see more bigger table. Also, we can write to a CSV file. You can write data to a CSV file using the CSV modules or pandas. So for example, we have like new data, for example, data equals to, and for example, name, age, and city. This is the header, right? Then I will add some data. Okay, Alice 25, New York, Bob, and etc. Okay, this is my data, right? Save it into a CSV file. So with open like student data 2, and mode this time is writing mode, and also new line is simply space as file. We create the CSV writer object. So CSV writer, the last time was CSV reader object. This time CSV writer object is equal to csv.writer and file. And then I will write each row to the CSV file. So for row in data, CSV writer, write row. So this is my Google Drive. If I refresh this one, okay, so you can see here, the file is not a CSV file. Why? Because we didn't determine the prefix here. So it should be CSV, okay? Now this time, okay, you can see here, there is a CSV file here, and this is Alice, Bob, and Charlie. We can do the same using pandas. Let's make a new data. For example, data is equal to, this time we go for a dictionary. For example, name, David, and Kim, and age is like this one, and city is London, and Seoul. Okay, this is my data in dictionary format. Then df equals to pd.data frame, and I will pass my data. Then I will save the data frame to a CSV file. df.to csv, then student data 3.csv, and index as false, right? Okay, so let's see the file. Student data 3, just refresh. Okay, student data 3 is here, and you can see here David and Kim are here. So this index true and false, when it is true, it means the row indices are written to the CSV file as the first column. Our file is like this, there is no index here. But if I change it as true, so you can see here 01 has been added here. Sometimes we want to download CSV files from other websites. For example, here we have a data set. This is a data set. This is a data set. This is a CSV format, right? And I want to download from this website, right, directly. So one way is to go and download the file, but also I can go using URL. So for that, I will import requests. And then here, I will define my URL is equal to this address, right? Then I can read this CSV file. So df is equal to pd.read_csv, and in here I will pass the URL, right? Then if I print the df, you can see I can directly get the file, right? I don't need to download it. But most of the time, it's not that much easy because maybe the files are in zip format. So I will show you how to download a file. For example, here I go to Google and I write here, for example, iris.csv download. And you can see here in Kaggle. In Kaggle, there are many data sets. So simply I can download from here. So once the zip file has been downloaded, I will unzip it. So extract file here. And you can see this is the CSV file. So this is the CSV file that I have. This is about iris flower, and there are like this data, 150 data. Now I want to use this one in Colab. So what I do here, I just go to my Google Drive, drag and drop the file here. So when it shows, okay, so iris.csv is here. Next, I will go to Colab, search, yes, it's here, iris.csv. Then simply df is equal to pd.read_csv, and in here I will pass this one, right? Then if I print df, you can see all the information are here. Sometimes you may need to append some information to your file that you have. So for example, I want to add some new information to this one. As you can see here, we have 150 rows. So for example, I want to go for new rows, and in here, what are the columns that I have? These are the columns. I will copy paste. All right. So for example, ID is equal to 151. Then this one is 5. Then this one is like 3.4. Next one is 1.5. Next one is 0.2. For example, Iris Setusa, right? Okay. Iris Setusa, this is the new row. This is the new row. Now I want to append it. So first we need to convert the row to data frame. So new df is equal to panda.data frame and new rows. Then I will append new row to the existing data frame. So df is equal to pd.concat concatenation. Then in here df and new df, right? Then I will save the updated data frame back to the CSV file. So df dot to CSV. So in here I need to define the file path, right? So the file path, it is in the Colab, right? So the file path is exactly this one. So I need to define file path is equal to, and then I will add file path and index is equal to false. Okay, in here I need to add the file as well. Okay, now we want to df. So you can see here this 151 has been added. So up to here we have 150. Now we have here 150, and this is 0 because we say index is equal to false. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. In today's lecture, we learn about CSV files. What are the CSV files? What are their importance? We learn how to read CSV files using CSV modules and pandas. We try to write into CSV files. We try to save, append, and also downloading CSV files, downloading using URLs. Please practice and feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Thank you and see you in the next lecture.